I'm Karen here. I hope everyone's keeping well in these strange times that we're living in. I thought I'd use this time of lockdown to share with you some of my passion about plants, and hopefully you'll take some of the knowledge that I share with you and use it for good use yourself. Certainly in the world that we live in, the world is just full of plants all around us, and many people are really ignorant as to what gifts these plants show us and how they can help us. So I thought I would use this time to give you a bit of an idea of what's out there, and hopefully you can embrace some of that passion too and use it for your well-being. So at the moment I am clearing out my top bank garden, which was fruitfully used over summer, and now we're in autumn in New Zealand and the garden needs taking right back. So I'm harvesting the plants that are on there, and I thought I'd share a little snippet of one of the plants that I admire here and see what you can take from it. So here we go. So the plant I'm going to talk to you today about is fennel. Its Latin name is Foeniculum vulgare, and it is a member of the carrot family or Apiaceae family. Its other name is Umbelliferae. So this plant grows widely around the world. Originally it came from the Mediterranean regions and now has been naturalised in many countries around the world. Certainly in New Zealand you get the plants growing all around many unused, disused places, such as by the sides of roads or maybe along the rail tracks, but anywhere that it can grow with good sunlight. So this plant grows about 2 meters tall, easily, no problem there. And quite often you'll see it in big clumps, this really tall cluster of plants together with beautiful yellow flowers. So I'll show you the flowers here. I've still got some flowers on my guys. So here's some beautiful yellow flowers, and look how they're in an umbrella shape, hence the Latin name Umbelliferae. It's got lovely pinnate leaves. Can you see those there? Think of the end of a carrot. Think of the if you get carrots with the head still on, the leaves still on the carrot. It has those type of leaves there. And at the top, here we have the seeds. So the seeds are what are used medicinally, and also some of the topper aerial parts. This poor plant is getting a little bit old now and is getting ready to kind of die back for end of season. This is a young fennel I've got growing next to my greenhouse here. And look here at the top. There's beautiful, soft, really soft leaves here that when you stroke them and you sniff them, you'll get a kind of aniseedy smell. This is the way most people are used to seeing fennel when out shopping. You see it in supermarkets and various grocers and food stores. So here you've got the fennel bulb, which you can use to make a whole range of meals out of. So here we've got some fennel seeds, and as I said earlier, these are the part that are used herbally to make preparations and herbal remedies to support people in times of healing. Fennel's a wonderful plant in that, like many of the Apiaceae family or the carrot family, its qualities generally support the digestive and respiratory system. So at present that would be very helpful. So let me tell you a little bit about that. Fennel supports the digestive and respiratory system, which is really useful at the moment. It's a great herb that is used to support people who've got digestive problems, often getting colic and sore tummies. So it is a herb that is used either alone or mixed with other herbs. Quite often in herbal medicine we're looking at a decoction or an infusion. So an infusion is something that's when you get a teaspoon of dried herb or 2 teaspoons of fresh herb that's brewed in hot water, and the general guideline is 3 cups a day. So with fennel, as I said before, you'd be using the seeds here. So here are the seeds. Yay! And you'd be making a tea out of these seeds. It's a very safe herb in the sense that it can be used with babies, breastfeeding mums, pregnant mums, mums to be, all age groups, with no adverse effects reported. Obviously, if you're allergic to fennel or any other members of the Apiaceae family, then you don't take it. You know, you don't start taking things that you're allergic to, otherwise you're going to have problems. This awesome herb though can do things like ease digestive problems. So it's great, as I said, either taken alone or mixed in with other herbs such as catmint, peppermint, licorice. Those are all really good for soothing the stomach. One of the other things that fennel does is that it supports breastfeeding in that it promotes milk supply. The technical term for that, the Latin name, the medical name, sorry, is galactagogue. So for nursing moms who want to promote more breast milk, fennel tea is the way to go. Also really good for those colicky infants to aid settling the tummy. So when you've got a child who's crying, and as a new mom you're exhausted, or new dad for that respect, and you want the wee one to settle and go to sleep, then a nice cup of fennel tea for the little one is good to do. Obviously you wouldn't give a baby the same amount that you would give a little one. An adult, you would titrate the amount down, so you would work that out by the weight of the child. This wonderful plant as well is used to support the respiratory system, as I mentioned earlier. It aids in stopping coughs and relieving mucus. So at present, with what's going on with this nasty coronavirus, one of the symptoms for that is a dry cough and mucus on the lungs. So fennel, for people certainly with mild cases, this could be a supportive measure in helping support, relieve something like that, or any other respiratory conditions. It's an awesome little herb, and even though it's viewed as a weed, it is very, very important. Weeds are commonly thought of as a pest, but every plant has its place, and if you understand the value of the plant and what it brings to humans in healing, but in the ecology as a whole, we'd be more respectful of what we call our weeds. The properties of fennel as well is it aids in relieving discomfort from a female perspective hormonally. It is really good in balancing the female hormones, so it's really good for women who have pain and discomfort whilst having a period. It's also really good for supporting women who haven't got periods, and also women who have what's known as hirsutism, which is when there's an imbalance in hormones, and quite often women start growing hair where men would usually grow it, like they get facial hair and really dark hair on their arms and other parts of their body, which they normally wouldn't get if their hormones were imbalanced. So this wee herb fennel, this weed that we see growing all around the place, is actually a really valuable herb, especially at the moment. Think just around you of whether you've seen any of these stacks of fennel growing together and whether you would be able to access those and use them to aid you in supporting your healing at the moment. Certainly worth considering, especially when it's such a valuable plant with such little side effects that it can be safely used on all age groups. I'll provide a link and some more written information about fennel. If you're interested in reading a little bit more, please do. And I hope you found what I shared with you interesting, and just stay safe and look after yourself. Blessed be.